Could you please introduce yourself?
I'm Ronnie James Dio from the band Dio. How odd.
How are you doing?
Doing great.
Yeah?
Doing really well.
Are you really on tour now, or it's just one-off show?
No, we've been out here now for, let's see, we've done 5 German shows, a Belgian show, a couple of, so we've been out here for about 3 weeks now.
All right.
And this will be the last show.
Okay.
And then we go back home, and then we come back again. We have a show in Helsinki in about a week's time. And then 3 weeks in South America after that. And we come back again and do another show in one in Oslo and a couple in Germany and a few more places.
So here, Scandinavia's big fan of you guys,
Yes.
and Germany, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, Scandinavia and Germany, I would say, are certainly among the top ones. I mean, Europe in general is so much better than it is in America, of course. America has become this real trendy place where if you have won the American Idol show, or American Karaoke, as I call it, then, you can be a big star. But, that's without learning your trade, without paying any kind of dues for what you've done.
Yeah.
But that's what America has become. It's become a place of trends. So it's a lot more difficult to play for a vast amount of people who just don't get a chance to hear their music anymore. The only time you can do well is if you do a festival with, if it's Iron Maiden and ourselves, or Scorpions and us and Purple, or whatever it may be,
Yeah.
then you can kind of do well that way. But other than that, it's very tough in America. But Germany, Scandinavia, Spain, Italy still really love the music, and they stand behind it all the time.
So the Americans are totally different than 20 years ago.
Oh yes, it's very much different. Yeah.
You're on making money and being on television and idol stings and stuff, and how weird is that?
Well, it's weird.
Everybody watches it, isn't it?
Yeah, well, not me,
Millions.
not everybody. I don't
Okay,
watch it.
yeah.
I wouldn't watch it on my worst day.
Yeah.
But it's things like now they have like a guest appearance by someone. So Rod Stewart comes on. Suddenly his album goes to #1.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Or Barry Manilow was on the program, and his album goes back to #1. Well, that shows you the mentality of the people who are watching it.
Yeah.
They're obviously all, younger than 13 years old, or if they are older than 13, their brain is only 10 years old, because I just find it ludicrous. I really find that without hard work, you really don't get anything that really lasts for a long period of time. And none of those people are ever going to last for a long period of time. And there's so much good music out there that gets forgotten about because it doesn't sell your product. And that's what really the States is all about. If you can't sell enough
Pure selling.
pimple cream with a heavy metal band, then you don't get any heavy metal music. But if you can sell it with rap or with doo-wop or with Madonna music, then they'll pay attention to you. But not here. Here, people are so loyal.
Yeah.
They always have been. Hard rock metal is a way of life here, and it's always been looked upon. I've noticed as well in America. If you are that kind of an artist, a heavy rock artist, then you're always kind of look down their nose at you. Oh, you're not real, are you? But if you're some wishy-washy, horrible piece of crap, then love that. Well, that's just what America happens to be, and that's a shame.
Hey, you got a new album out now, live album. It's brilliant, I must say. And also, one of the best songs, Heaven and Hell, of course, for us then.
You'll hear that tonight, too.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Have to do
What
that.
kind of version is this one then?
The Heaven and Hell one?
Yeah.
It's the same as the one we'll be doing now. It's the full song.
All
Yeah,
right.
full-on song. Yeah, we've had a tendency before to cut things up a little bit, but only because we have so much material to choose from,
Yeah.
and sometimes the songs are reminiscent of each other. Last in Line and Heaven and Hell and Sign of the Southern Cross and All the Fools Sail Away remind you of themselves. So in order to do all the material that we have to do, we have done a medley here and there. But no,
Okay.
not tonight. This is in full version, yeah.
Cool. Black Sabbath, you've been in that band too, of course. What could you remember from that time? Wasn't it weird to come in that band?
Oh, no, not for me, it wasn't. No, it was great. I enjoyed it. It was probably my favorite time, really.
Yeah, was it?
Well, I liked them so much as people. I mean, I really did. I liked them because they were working class people like me, like my family. We were not wealthy, were they? And we felt the same about it, and we really loved the music. And with Tony, I really found a simpatico person to write with.
Very nice.
I've been very, very lucky to have, to be able to write with Richie Blackmore and with Tony. I mean, great combinations are great combinations, and Dio Blackmore and Dio Iommi were a great combination.
Yeah.
So it was fun for me to do that. And I liked the guys and the rest of the guys in the band a lot too. And then Vinny Appice came with us as well, and he carried on, of course, playing with me and Dio for a long time. So it was a great time of my life. And then we did it twice.
Okay.
And it wasn't as much fun the second time, no.
No, why not?
Well, because as I said before, leopards don't change their spots.
No.
You know, and so nothing really ever changed. You know, my attitude about what life is about is different than their attitude about life. Mine is, once you're in a band, I thought you were supposed to be in that band forever. Well, that's why I say twice, leopards don't change their spot. There's always a reason for it. But we are doing a couple songs for a new album, which is called Black Sabbath, the Dio Years.
Wow, cool.
And Tony and I have already written one, and we'll be writing one more.
Really?
So it'll be giving you value for money, and it'll be remastered and all that kind of thing. So it's not that I don't like them. You know, I love Tony. I think Tony's just such a special player, and he's a really, really good person. I like Tony a lot.
Yeah. When is that coming out?
Was supposed to be released in September or October, but I doubt very much that that's going to happen with all the work I've got to do.
Yeah.
I don't have time for that, you know. And when I do have time, we'll do it. But I think should be at the end of the year. I would think end of 2006.
This is your new live album. We've got a film coming up, a new album with Tommy Wyoming.
DVD, of course, from this as well.
Okay, great, cool. What's coming up?
Which is the reason why we did this. This was a DVD. This happened to be released on the side. It's the DVD is the only reason why we did this. I didn't know there was going to be this. I thought you were going to, you know, have it televised, and you know, so that makes it one special product because you can see the people going through the motions of doing what they're doing. Although this is a great sounding album, it wasn't meant to be just an album. That's more down to record company, you know. Hey, we can make more money doing that, so let's do it. It wasn't my idea to do it, but I'm proud of what the product is. But I think it's the DVD that's important. So look for the DVD because it's really great.
Cool. What can we expect from tonight?
Well, we only have an hour to do, so you're going to get an awful lot of good songs in 1 hour's worth of time. You know, from Heaven and Hell to Holy Diver to Stand Up and Shout to Children of the Sea. You know, to just lots of great music.
Everything you know your whole career.
Oh, I wish we could do that in an hour. I think that would take maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah.
No, I think that would take about 2.5 days to do all that. But we do what we can. It's a shame because we normally play for about 2 hours, and so we only have an hour to, you know, just kind of compress it into. But the songs will be great, and they'll be all recognizable, and everyone will like them. And you know, I'm just waiting to do a new one. The new album is more fun for me.
Great.
And then you can hear those next time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks, Peter. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Mary.